Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. And honestly, if you're not having a beautiful day, I don't know what is going to change your mind. Guys, the overall market has been doing incredible. Bitcoin just hit the highest levels since going all the way back to 2021. That is very significant. Now, we obviously need to be a little bit cautious, which I will outline in this video. But altcoins are starting to wake up in a big way. I saw VeChain doing tremendous moves. There's been a ton of other altcoins doing some great moves as well. On the 7-day span, you could also see that. On even the 1 hour, you could start to see some green across the board. Now, with XRP, you might be saying, Nick, XRP is not doing anything. XRP is starting to move a little bit. And again, I'm saying a little bit because I know that a lot of people say, come on, Nick, it's barely moving. It's not going to do anything. It's going back down to 50 cents. I'm actually going to address why XRP needs to be watched for over the next couple days, especially leading into the weekly candle close. We are getting very, very close to potentially having a big breakout for XRP. But what I'm really looking at is actually the trading volume. It's up about 39%, $1.5 billion, which is very significant. And we've been watching the trading volume actually rising over the last couple days. I mean, while everyone was pretty bearish at the bottom down here at around like 50 some cents, that's when we started to really see the trading volume hitting over $1 billion. And just recently, this was around almost $2 billion when we hit about roughly almost 56 cents. So as we really look at XRP right now, I do think that everyone needs to be watching it closely over the course of the next couple of days leading into the weekly candle close. Even Bitcoin, I mean, this could be the largest weekly candle close in a very, very long time, which is very, very significant. Now, why do I say that we need to be a little bit cautious? Well, because we are now at that major resistance zone where we could potentially have a pullback back down to 47K. It would not surprise me if we pulled back down to this level, flipped it into support because this was resistance in the past, and then we had another sort of upward trajectory to this resistance zone, back test the trend line, and then we finally get a break over it to $60,000 plus. Now, like I said in past videos, altcoins, the big thing to watch for with altcoins is dominance. We want to see dominance usurped from Bitcoin leading into altcoins. Right now, dominance is well over 50+%. But I do think that as Bitcoin either, one, ranges sideways while dominance drops, altcoins are going to start to move heavy, or we are going to see Bitcoin rising while dominance drops, which would also lead the way for altcoins to move in a very, very large way. Either scenario, we need to watch closely. Before we continue on, though, I just want to let you guys know that DCENT Wallet is still holding that massive XRP giveaway. You get 24 XRP free with every single purchase of a DCENT Wallet, which is one of the best wallets out there for cold storage. If you guys want to go check it out, there's going to be links down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. But also, you can participate in a giveaway to win 2,024 XRP. There's only 10 days left on this giveaway, so if you guys do want to go check it out, you guys are more than welcome to by going through my link. And if you go to the DCENT Wallet website and you click on this top bar, wishing for a Radiant 2024 with XRP, it will take you to this page actually, and you'll be able to fill out this form down below where you could actually get entered in to win the 2024 XRP and also claim your 24 XRP. The winner will be announced on March 11th on their X account. So if you guys do want to go check this out, you guys are more than welcome to. Now, outside of that, I did say Wall Street is eating right now. What did I mean by this? Well, BlackRock and Fidelity now hold 191,657 Bitcoin, worth over $10 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Outside of this, we could actually see that there was over 6,827 Bitcoin bought just yesterday alone. It's kind of crazy to think about how insane the volume has been on these Bitcoin ETFs. I mean, it truly is history in the making. Now, all of this is leading the way for altcoins. I keep saying that because I feel as though so many people are overlooking altcoins right now because of Bitcoin. And usually that happens every single cycle. Bitcoin is the first runner, followed by Ethereum, followed by altcoins. Some altcoins are starting to bounce off the bottom. XRP is a perfect example of this, which is very significant to mention. Now, how are they keeping retail out? Well, it's the fear mongering. Recession talk is starting to heat up all over mainstream media. This is happening while we are now above the highest level on Bitcoin since 2021. NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, and even the S&P are all at new all-time highs. They are fear-mongering the sideline cash out of participating in one of the biggest bull runs. Just look at what Citi put out in the beginning of December. There is a lot of sideline cash that will buy the top as usual. Max Payne is missing out on the big moves, which started at the end of 2022, and then buying the top while the rug gets pulled. Classic game of leading the sheep to slaughter. And here you can actually see all of the recession talk all over mainstream media. The UK and Japan are slipping into a recession. Germany is also looking like it's in a recession. The US is probably going to be next. Like, all of this stuff is happening at the same exact time that the markets are absolutely erupting. Now, also over here, we had from Citi, and this was December 7th, taking advantage of the big reset. The big reset is happening without a major recession. For many investors, the absence of a plunge in financial markets in 2023 could be a mixed blessing, failing to provide the all-clear signal they might prefer to begin investing again. Interesting. So what I really get out of this, right, is this big reset is happening without a major recession. I feel as though this is going to be the main thought process for the entire retail sector. But the problem is that these markets are heating up right now to front run the recession, in my opinion. I do believe that we will see a recession. I believe that we will see a major crash. Think about it. It's election year. They are propping up the markets. Everyone is so damn bearish during an election year. How ridiculous is that? Go back in time and look at every single election year, minus, of course, 2008. With the financial crash, but go back and actually look at this. Every single damn election year, markets are erupting. Things are bullish because they're propping things up. They're making sure everything looks good. But beyond that, right? Typically, what we would be anticipating next is the rug to be pulled. In my opinion, I do think that 2024 will continue to be a massive year for crypto, a massive year for markets. And that's going to lead the sheep in. Mainstream media is going to talk about it. You're going to see a spotlight everywhere. Oh, markets are doing the opposite of what analysts have been predicting. And that's when they're going to start jumping in. All of a sudden, 2025 hits, and boom, markets go bust. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But again, I could be wrong. But I'm making sure to de-risk along the way. I'm making sure to take some profits along the way, because we're getting into the point of the unknown, right? We don't know what's going to happen next. We can speculate all day long, though. But beyond that, right? The 2024, the year the US economy could enter a recession. This got posted on January 2nd. Mind you, January 2nd, guys. Let's go back on the daily span on Bitcoin, for an example. So, here we have January 2nd. All right, we had a nice little bottom scenario here. For the most part, we went a little bit lower during the ETF sell-off event, but we are already up to the candle wick. I'll go to the candle wick, 29, almost 30% on Bitcoin. Not to mention the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ as well. When we really look at what's going on here, it's comical in terms of what mainstream media is trying to spew. It's the fear mongering. It's the don't enter markets. Don't invest money at all. You are going to get wiped out. And for the most part, yeah, people that are not going to sell, people that are just going to hodl, they will most likely get wiped out. But if you are taking profits along the way and paying yourselves and making sure that you are taking out your initial investments and de-risking, you will be fine. But in my opinion, it seems as though we are starting to see them trying to fearmonger the sideline cash out from entering positions. And talking about that, we know that this is true because there's $6 trillion on the sidelines in money market funds. I put out a post saying money market funds still have $6 trillion locked in them. Retail is holding $2.36 trillion and institutions are holding about $3.65 trillion. this money is still sidelined waiting to invest. There's a lot of money out there that could move us significantly higher. Mainstream is still barely pushing the crypto narrative, and the herd is still not here yet. Which, how do you think that they get the herd to come back? They're going to make it seem as though it's very safe to enter these markets. All right, now you can enter. The recession was completely avoided. You don't even need to worry about it anymore. And that's when the big wipeout will happen. They're going to FOMO in the retail crowd like every single damn time. But even when we look at Google Trends, the big, like when we talk about the big flood of the retail sector, the herd, they're not here yet. Look at this. We are still in the initial phase as the newbies, and the majority are not yet here. Until then, enjoy the journey, OGs. Here we have crypto worldwide in the past 5 years, practically dead. Look at all of these, the other terms, cryptocurrency, cryptocurrencies, altcoins, Bitcoin. These are all pretty much flat right now. We are waiting for the retail crowd, but they are getting held back because they don't know what to do. The smart money has been entering. The smart money has been here for a while, but the retail herd is still locked out because of fear, uncertainty, disbelief. That's why we said that 95% will be completely left behind. And when they enter, it's going to be a nightmare scenario. They might make money in the short term, but the rug's going to get pulled every single damn time it happens. Now, where's XRP at? Well, Crypto Insight UK actually put out my same thought process. He says, I see you, XRP, how it started versus how it's going. And here we could actually see the similar setup going all the way back to around September before we led the way to 75 cents. And here we are yet again tapping that 48.5 cent zone. And now we are bouncing back in a significant way. The weekly candle close is going to be very significant for XRP. Here we actually have the chart for XRP. We are starting to peak above significant EMAs. The big one is getting above 56 cents. Once we reclaim 56 cents and continue to break higher, that is going to be the key signal. What I personally want to see is us to break over this trend line. It's going to be a big moment for XRP, and it's going to really confirm the fact that, guess what? We have a confirmed breakout on XRP. We could lead the way, and we could target some of these higher levels like 75 cents, even 85 cents, almost 86 cents, and then 92 cents. I know on this chart it says 95 cents. Again, all these charts are a little bit different. They're a little bit off. But for the most part, 92 cents is the macro resistance zone that we really want to get a close above on the weekly. We haven't done that in a very, very long time. But for the most part, XRP does look pretty strong here. Even on the daily chart, you could see where we are hitting that brick wall. It's on the 200 daily EMA. We need to get above this. Basically, what ended up happening just recently was we started to climb above these EMAs. Specifically, the 20 daily EMA, which was that green line. We traded on it for a little bit of time. We back tested it multiple times, and then we squeezed, and we had that break above it. And that's when we started to test the 200 daily EMA. We need to squeeze between this and get a big break above this. That's what I'm watching for right now. The weekly candle close is definitely going to be significant this week, especially for Bitcoin, especially even for XRP. We do need to be a little bit patient, but we also need to be very, very vigilant, and we need to be cautious as well, because again, anything can happen. On this chart right here, this Bitcoin monthly return, 5 out of the 11 months, March has been good for Bitcoin, which is ultimately good for crypto. We could still have the potential pullback. We could also have a major pullback in the month of February. It is not out of the picture at all. So we need to be aware of that. We need to be cautious. We can't be FOMOing in or anything like that. We should already have been in our positions, but we can't get too excited, especially at this point in time where a lot of people are extremely greedy. Right now, the greed and fear index is at around roughly 75, which is greedy. We need to be a little bit cautious here because everyone is expecting us to just continue in an upward path and basically up only. But we still need to be a little bit cautious. I'm just stressing that right now. But mainly what I'm really looking for on the overall charts is just a weekly candle close above 56 cents. That's going to be a big moment for XRP if we do get that. And again, everyone should be looking at that if you are an XRP holder, because that's what's going to actually confirm us moving higher in the short term. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, so notifications on because more free content. guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.